Having played Call of Duty World War II myself at E3, there wasn't much for me to speak negatively about. However, there was one thing that really bothered me, and it involves a fan favorite game mode that's returning. Now before I get into my monologue about this issue, I have to stress that these are obviously just my own opinions. I realize not everyone is going to agree with what I have to say, but I'm sure there's at least a few of you that will take my side. So the game mode in question is Domination. Now I'm a vicious admirer of this game mode, and considering its continual reappearance in Call of Duty, I'd say a majority of players are as well. Unfortunately, in Call of Duty World War II, it appears to be in its weakest form to date out of any score streak based Call of Duty. Now in order to elaborate on what I mean, we need to take a stroll down memory lane at some of the most recent Call of Duty games. Now originally, I had intended to cover from Call of Duty Ghosts through World War II. However, Ghosts had a bit of a unique kill system. Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and World War II all go off the score streak kill system, meaning you can get points for killing as well as playing the objective. In Call of Duty Ghosts, the game started out using kill streaks. Mid-life cycle, however, it decided to incorporate the score streak system in a unique way. Instead of giving points like future games, it awarded half kills. So in Domination, for example, capturing any flag would give you half a kill. Because of this system, the points you earned for getting kills were meaningless in a score streak sense. As such, I'll show you the stats still, but won't reference them again. So there's 8 categories I'll be covering for each game. The initial flag capture, which is just capping your home flag at the start of a game or round. The opening move capture, which is capping the neutral B flag. Capping an enemy flag, getting a kill while you're capping a flag, getting a kill near a flag you hold, killing an attacker of a flag, neutralizing a flag, and then the score you receive for a normal kill in Domination. So here's the stats for Ghosts. But again, none of these actually counted towards your score streaks, since the game was based on kill streaks. So even though you'd get 150 points for capping an enemy flag, for example, the game would only give you half a kill toward your streak. Now with Advanced Warfare came the true release of a score streak based kill system, and boy did it come with a bang. Without a doubt, as you'll soon see, Advanced Warfare was the game to play Domination if you wanted to earn easy score streaks. Since it was the first game to introduce this system, there's a bit of leeway given to the developers. It's more or less trial and error to see what works and what doesn't. As such, they were awfully generous when it came to getting points. The major thing to note here is that the initial flag cap was a whopping 200 points towards your score streaks. Not many people liked this due to the resultant ease of earning streaks. Not to mention capping an enemy flag yielded the same amount of points. Also of note is that the opening move, or capping the first neutral flag, resulted in a 50-point bonus, for a total of 250. The last two things to mention are the score of 100 points per regular kill, and the introduction of being able to neutralize flags. This gave you a 50-point bonus, which would lead to a total of 250 for a capture. Next, let's take a look at Black Ops 3. Again, this game came back with the score streak based kill system. Domination played out in a similar fashion to Advanced Warfare when it came to earning points, with the exception of one major difference: the initial flag capture. This was decreased significantly from 200 all the way down to 50 points. Treyarch also decided to up the ante a bit when it came to playing the objective, and this was by increasing capture kills to 200. The other thing to mention is that flag neutralizing was removed in this game for some reason. There were a few other subtle differences, but I'll be showing a complete table at the end to compare and contrast all the changes. Now let's take a look at Infinite Warfare. Infinity Ward decided to take a step back from a mayhem-like Domination mode and ease up on the points a little bit. Of note, the initial capture remained at 50, which was the same as Black Ops 3. Capture kills offered the lowest points at the time with 150, down from 200. Again, flag neutralizing did not make a return in this game. Now interestingly enough, the normal kill points were also decreased for the first time ever in the score streak based kill system. Now it's 75 instead of 100. I think Infinity Ward must have felt that too many score streaks would be detrimental to the game mode, which would explain the reduction in some of these points. So now we have Call of Duty World War II. I was fortunate enough to achieve all the categories I've got documented here in my chart while playing at E3. Unfortunately, it doesn't paint a pretty picture. As I mentioned earlier, most of these values are at an all-time low for Domination, which is rather concerning to me. I'm going to go ahead and put all the values up now so you can see the overall picture as I discuss them. So first up, the initial capture rate is still at 50, which is understandable as that's where it's been for the last 2 titles. It was only Advanced Warfare that offered the incredibly large bonus. The opening move as well as enemy flag captures remained identical to Infinite Warfare. Now here's where things go downhill. A capture kill in World War II offers an astonishingly low 75 points per kill. Compared to the last 3 games, this is mind-boggling. Why was it cut in half or more than half from the past titles? Likewise, flag defense and flag attacks are also at an all-time low at a mere 50 points. Flag neutralizing once again does not make a return. But worse yet, a normal kill is only 50 points, which again is a historic low for Domination. Now if I highlight the most points offered in each category as green, and the lowest points for each in red, you can see how these 4 games compare. Advanced Warfare won every category with the exception of capture kills. Meanwhile, World War II loses every single category. I'm thoroughly confused as to the massive decrease in points in some of these categories. In particular, the 50 points for a normal kill and the 75 points for a capture kill are absurdly low. I can't understand the justification for demolishing the flag attack and flag defense bonuses either. While it's true I love the massive points from Advanced Warfare, I'll be the first to admit that it was probably a bit too excessive. I think Black Ops 3 had it ideal. 100 points for a normal kill, 200 for a capture kill, and 50 for the initial capture. Infinite Warfare was also decent, but that reduction to 75 points for a normal kill and 150 for a capture kill still seemed a bit too low for my taste. So after seeing these results, I took to Twitter and sent this tweet to Michael Condrey. Take note that he's never replied to one of my tweets before. So I said to him, is the 50 points per kill in Domination set in stone? Seems a bit low compared to prior games. Now he responded, not directly to my comment, but to someone else with this. Scorestreaks gets super spammy on Dom if the kills and cap points are high though. Now he didn't respond further than this, but I put out 2 more tweets myself. One saying that it would be a bit more authentic to have super spammy Scorestreaks in this game since it would mimic a real life battle. Imagine all the planes and other World War II-like streaks constantly in the air. None of the streaks seem too overpowered, so I think it would be a nice touch. More importantly though, I mentioned that with such low scores offered, people may shy away from the game mode altogether. Let's face it, people want to earn their score streaks. Earning 50 points a kill and 75 for a capture kill will definitely weed out a majority of those thrill seekers. And that's precisely what I don't want to see happen. I hate it when game modes go barren within the first 2 months of a game's release. And to see a fan favorite mode turn into a wasteland because of low scores would be devastating. Now I realize that the beta hasn't even released yet, and that the final game can still be modified. And that's exactly why I'm doing this video. We still have a voice to encourage a change in this game before it's released. If you agree with my Domination point assessment, in that they're currently way too low and need upped, I highly encourage you to let Michael Condrey know about it. You can mention this on Twitter, on Reddit, or any other social media aspect. Of course, maybe not everyone will agree with me here. I'm sure there's some people out there that would love these new point values as they are. So let me know in the comments, based on my table here, which game did the Domination scores the best. Are you a fan of incredibly spammable streaks like in Advanced Warfare? Or would you prefer a more balanced approach like in Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3? So whether you play Domination on a regular basis or not, it's still within your means to help mold the game into what it's destined to be. Incredible.